Yo, top of the top, top of the top, top, top. Good morning, good morning. This is Getting in the Green with Perfect Strangers. I'm your host, Daryl. Got my man's Corey with me. This is episode 23. 23 eps, bro. What's good
Yeah,
with
we're
you, brother?
banging
How you
them out.
doing? How you doing, man?
Good, good. How about you, man?
I can't call it, man. I can't call it at all. Yeah, still got that green sweatshirt on.
Hey, every
Hey,
day.
I'm wearing the same shorts though, so I ain't gonna lie. You just can't see it. Same shorts, dog. Same shorts you clown me on, man. My little swim trunks.
Hey, whatever works, man. I got my pajama pants on still, so we good. Shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's huge slate today. Numbers moving all over the place right now, man. So we a little late as always on that CP time, but it's all good, man. We here. We about ready to get into it, man. Let's start with about last night. Yeah, man. We had to get some new music, bro. Copyright claims. All our videos copyright claims on some bullshit. It's not like we got like a million people following us and shit. It's like, come on, man. Come on, bro. What is good? I mean, copyright claims on little 10-minute snippets. So yeah, Red Eyes came through and had to switch some new music on there, so we don't get none of that. So yeah, man, happy to be alive. Last night's game, man, wasn't bad. First game wasn't bad at all, bro. Was not bad at all. Minnesota at New York. That game came down to the wire. Minnesota was able to close on the deal. New York did cover if you took them late, 112 to 110. And you saw some good fight out of Julius Randle, man. Good fight out of Julius Randle. Late foul, smart play by Cat. D'Lo was tearing it up. Ant-Man was tearing it up. He's drawing a lot of attention. You know what I'm saying? Good game. Good game in NY, but they could not close the deal. I was on New York, right? I was on New York. So, you know, if you would have took them late, right? Because I think that line was at 2.5. Might have been 2, right? When it first started. Then it started to climb up. So yeah, 112 to 110. That was Minnesota at New York. And then you had the late game, which, bro, wasn't even a game at all.
No.
Detroit at Golden State, 86 to 102. Split splash, bro. Yo, you didn't need Dre. But I got to start thinking about Clay as a weapon once he's really back in full form. And you see that happening every game. Every game, it seems like he's just taking leaps and bounds. So he did have a GP squared back in there. He played, which added to the defense. And they just smacked Detroit, bro. They smacked them. They smacked the shit out of Detroit. They covered also.
Barely.
Right? Barely covered, right? But if you would have got on them early, it would have been a point and a half. Remember, this line was 14.5.
Yeah,
Jumped up.
14.5.
Yeah, jumped up. So they was able to close out on the deal 86 to 102, beat them by 16. They just Golden State, man, had 19 points in the fourth quarter. So that just tells you all you need to know. They just let off the gas, right? So if they were trying to give the books money, that's Detroit's fault. That's just Detroit's fault, Doug. So yeah, those were the two games, man. That was only two. Big slate the night before and a big slate today. So let's get into these games today, though. First game we have, man, on the slate, Brooklyn Nets at Washington Wizards. This line right now is -1.5. It was at -2 for Washington. The total on this game now is at 232. So this, man, I'm telling you, lines is moving right now. Right the fuck now. I don't like anything about this game. I do believe there was a stat going on a few weeks back, and that was before the LA Clipper and Memphis back-to-back loss. But Brooklyn does pretty good off of a loss. They do pretty good off of a loss, man, right? After they lose, they come back and smack you. That wasn't the case with the LA Clippers and Memphis game. Right now on the injury reports, man, I do see in one site it's saying that Kyrie is out or questionable for personal reasons, right? So you don't have any big man. You do have Aldridge, but for right now, no Claxton, of course, no Durant. Still no Joe Harris, right? Paul Millsap is out for personal reasons, and DeAndre Bembry is out for back spasms, right? So this is a game, man, to where I do believe, to your point, you were saying Washington is a better team. I mean, they're fully healthy, right? Just about as healthy as you're going to get. Do I believe that they can beat Brooklyn? Yes, but I'm just not really convinced that it will be this game. I'm not convinced it'll be this game. So even without Durant, if you don't have Kyrie in, which I do believe if that line is already starting to come down, if this turns into a pick'em, Kyrie is in this game, I do like the Nets to cover and win. I do like it. Who do you like here?
Yeah, I mean, I do like Washington right now that they're at full strength, but anytime you see Brooklyn as a dog, you got to kind of give it a look. They'll probably have Irving this game. I haven't seen the news fully on why he's, got a tag, but
personal, wherever the fuck that is.
Yeah, I mean, that guy always has a personal issue. Yeah, this is just one of those games, man, where I'd want to bet Washington. I'm not betting against this Brooklyn team, so this is probably going to be a stay away for me.
Yeah,
I do think we have a good basketball game here, though, if you want to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Because Washington is, I'm telling you, with Rui and Thomas Bryant and those guys healthy, man, they're for real.
Yeah,
they're going to be pretty. The way you beat Washington's down low usually. That's not Brooklyn's game. So this is going to be a battle of the guards here. Should be high scoring. But, yeah, I mean, I want to bet Washington, but I just can't give points to Brooklyn right now. Not yet. Maybe in a couple weeks when they're gelling together. But for now, this is going to be a stay away, man.
Yeah, I didn't get there. My lane is Brooklyn here. My lane is Brooklyn. I think it's a good enough game to where, they've got, I keep using the term set pieces, right? And there's a lot of moving parts here. Wait for Kyrie's news. Just wait there. But the line already going down is telling me that Kyrie might just get up. After a loss, Brooklyn is pretty good. Just looking at their last 10. After a loss, they're still pretty good besides that back-to-back loss, like I said, against the Clippers.
That's and Kevin Memphis. Durant, though.
Yeah, it's Kevin Durant. You're right. But James
all
Harden.
Their ATSs, all their trends, that's all KD.
Right. I
mean,
it's
a different beast without that man on the floor.
For what it's worth, man, they did give Cleveland a game. They gave
they're
Cleveland
still good.
Game.
They're still good.
So if you have to ask me right now, Corey, you would definitely say Cleveland is better than Washington, right?
Yeah, Cleveland's better than Washington.
Yeah, right, so that would still make me lean toward Brooklyn. I do like Brooklyn, but for right now, no official play on that game. Some magic going on behind the scenes. Yeah, man, this is another game. Orlando Magic at the Philadelphia 76ers. Right now, this line is still sitting at 11.5. Total on this game is 213. Not much movement there. Was 12 yesterday, right? It was 12 yesterday. I like Philly here. I was looking at some numbers, really. I don't see why Philly don't come out here and smack them. I don't see that. The last two times they played, Orlando, they just played earlier this week. They covered the 8.5, right? Or earlier, 13 days ago, 2 weeks. That spread was at 8.5. They covered it by 1.5, right? The game before that, November, that was a close game, 101-96, right? Philly won that game, but that was a 14-point spread. However, if you remember that game, Kobe or Joel Embiid was just coming back, really, off his second game back from COVID. Right. So Joel Embiid back in November is not the Joel Embiid we're seeing right now. I saw his points, man, at 29. He's still giving you 30 a game these past few games. I do like Philly here. Haven't taken or jumped on the side yet. You did have Mo play last game. Mo had 4 blocks, man, 5 points. Played 20 minutes in his last game against Portland. Right. So I do like Philly here. I would have looked at the first half, but Philly really doesn't cover a lot of spreads in the first half, man. So if you're going to, I'm telling you right now, man, if you're going to look at Philly, maybe look at them first quarter here. But that was even kind of iffy. So I do like Philly to get in here and just smack the shit out of them. But right now, man, there's no play for me on this game. Who do you like?
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I think Philly covers, but my problem with Orlando is why they're so bad to watch is they play so slow. Um, they'll slow whoever they're playing down with them. So, we saw it in the Portland game, which should have been a shootout, but
Mhm.
Orlando just sits on the basketball, and we had a 98-88 kind of finish.
Yeah.
That scares me here. It's the only reason I'm not going to bet Philly
Mhm.
is just the pace just isn't going to be there. Could it be a 10-point game, 9-point game? Um, Philly should be motivated, though, because Washington just smacked the shit out of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
They got something to to prove tonight, and this is a good team to prove it against. But the pace is going to be so slow. I got no interest in that wide of a spread here. But I mean, Philly's the side. No way they drop this game to Orlando here.
Yeah. They can't. That's another team that, man, once you put them in the ringer, Philly, they should be able to get it done. They did lose an embarrassing loss. And so I do think it's just revenge here. Revenge as far as that loss. We need to get that game back. Said the same thing about Charlotte a couple days ago after their embarrassing loss, right? They came out and got
Mhm.
it done. I think Philly does the same thing. So we both like Philly here, but no play. Yeah, I feel like Philly should be a lot better than what they are. Yeah. I mean, they're good right now, James. They're good right now, right? I do like them. But yeah, you are right about that. You might see a little bit of better play. They still have to be healthy, though. They don't have all of their set pieces back, right? So you're depending a lot on uh really Seth and damn near Joel Embiid doing all of the work, right? I mean, you got Tobias Harris being talked in trade deals. So that's kind of crazy. But yeah, I would agree with that. Charlotte, man. Charlotte right now is playing against Boston this game tonight. Boston's -3.5. This line was at -4. Total on this game is 218.5. It has dropped to 217. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you right now, I like Charlotte here. I like Charlotte here. You still don't know what's going on with Marcus Smart. I think that's probably why the line is moving as well. He's questionable. He's your main wing defender. I do like the way Charlotte's playing, especially and tell me, I'm starting to come around to Terry Rozier, bro. I'm starting to come
Scary
around.
Terry, man.
Yeah, Scary Terry is starting to be a little more scary. I was talking shit on Scary Terry, bro. I was saying he's not so scary, right? He does come alive once LaMelo is off the court because you're asking him to do more. I thought this team would go as Gordon Hayward goes. I said that in the beginning of the season. Depends on how healthy Gordon Hayward is. I like this game, man. I like Charlotte to win this game outright. So I do like Charlotte +3.5 right now. I think that's going to go even lower if you ask me. I think that's going to move another hook to +3. I don't see how this game moves back up to 4 or 4.5. Charlotte is the side here. Who do you like?
This is a tough one, man, because Boston's playing good ball right now. They're fully, outside of Marcus Smart, they're playing healthy. They've had some good matchups lately, but even outside of that, I mean, they had the one loss here to Philly in the last 5. Otherwise, you got a back-to-back win over Indiana, beat Chicago, beat New Orleans. They're at home. They're playing good. Charlotte, for his one, LaMelo needs to play. So they say he's not on the injury report. He should be
Yeah,
good to
he's playing.
go. They just lost to Orlando with LaMelo the last game he played. Then we had the game where, Bridges just goes nuts. They beat the Knicks by 10. It's just one of those situations, man. Like, Boston's playing good ball at home. Scares me a little bit. Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't trust Boston either, though. They continuously just drop the ball when they need to win. So I think Charlotte's the side here. I don't know if I'm going to quite get there, though, on a bet.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, I like Charlotte here today. I like them today. That was an embarrassing loss to Orlando, but they turned around and smacked New York, right? New York didn't even get to 90 points. But this is a game that's perfect for Charlotte, if you ask me. So I do like Charlotte here. I think Charlotte's bigs match up better. They're a little more elusive in this case. You should get a good game out of Miles Bridges, right? So you get LaMelo back to push that pace. Man, I don't think there's going to be any answer. I'm a huge, huge fan of Charlotte tonight. So that is the side I'm looking at. Charlotte plus 3.5. Next game we have, man, is Portland Trailblazers at Miami Heat. Portland right now, man, is terrible. They're still terrible. This line was 10. It's at 9.5 now. Total on this game is 213. Right now for injury reports on this game, Miami, man, quietly in second place right now. Quietly in second place right now. But for this game, you have Kyle out. We already know Markieff is out. Right?
Yeah.
We still try to figure that shit out. You know what I'm saying? And then you have Victor, of course. Chris Silver is ineligible to play, and KZ Okpala. They've been out. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, this is a Miami side here.
Mm-hmm.
You have no CJ Ellaby. Larry Nance is out. Norman Powell is doubtful. Cody Zeller is out. Bro, I'm telling you, man, this is a Miami side if I haven't seen one. I saw a completely different game when Miami's got Jimmy Butler and Bam on fire, right? When you take less responsibility for Dwayne Dedmon, you take a little bit of his responsibility and you just make him a set player to come in those minutes and just to clean shit up, man, he plays on fire when you're not asking him to do a whole bunch, right? So I don't see how Portland could even honestly stop Miami at all. So I do like Miami. I like Miami big here. I don't think Portland, man, can handle them. I don't think so. Miami, what they're doing right now is kind of crazy, and they're quietly in second place. Quietly in second place. You beat Orlando, you beat Washington. You do lose to Denver, man, but you beat Brooklyn and Sacramento. I do like Miami here. As far or I was looking at the wrong people. My bad. That was Portland. Yeah, they beat Toronto, which to me, that game, I watched that game. That game, man, says a lot because Toronto's been surging, right? But they've been on a little win streak. They'd won 4 games before they lost to Philly. But man, Miami is a side here. Who do you like?
Yeah, I'm all over Miami here. Portland, look, man, they got a game against Orlando. Outside of that, they've been getting smacked up and down the court. McCollum coming back doesn't scare me. The guy just pulls the trigger. Doesn't seem to have his feet under him yet. Portland's all guards, all flow, and you're running against a team here that's got good defense, top to bottom. Butler can shut down whoever he wants to guard on that other side. So, yeah, I mean, a healthy Miami team here, they should be rolling. The only thing that scares me a little bit is Miami kind of plays some close games. Even in their wins, they only beat Atlanta by 6. But they're at home here. They're playing a bad team in Portland. You know, the only way Portland covers the spread is if they just get hot from 3. I don't see it happening here, man. But yeah, I think Miami's the side here. I'm leaning pretty heavy on Miami.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Miami can get hot from the 3 with their perimeter shooters, Duncan and Tyler Hero. You still don't want to let those guys open. And I personally think the only way that you can really stay hot on Portland side, especially at this moment, I know you have CJ back, right? But how back is he? But Anthony Simons has to go off.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Simons has to go off. And if he's not going off, then yeah, this game, it's abysmal for Portland. So yeah, I do like Miami here. That's the side I'm going to play. Next game we have, man, Minnesota at Atlanta. Minnesota just played last night at New York, so they on a late flight. I don't know when they got in, but this game right now is Minnesota +2. So they gave the money, or they gave the side rather, to Atlanta. Total on this game is 223.5. Right now, let me see if that line's doing any movement. Yeah, Jesus. That's going up 236, bro.
Mm-hmm.
230 fucking 6, man. I like Minnesota here. I'm not going to lie. If you watched the game yesterday, you saw how hard Randall played. You saw how hard New York played in the third quarter. And they just couldn't get it done. They just could not get it done, man. You had some really good play out of all your players in Minnesota here. You had some good defense on Jaden McDaniels. You had some good defense on Cat, who just came alive. And I mean, Taj is a dog, man. I don't think you have that here in Atlanta. Right now, man, you don't have Clint Capella. He might not be in, right? I'm looking at the injury report on this game.
Capella's out.
Yeah, Clint Capella's out. Bog is out, right? So you're still going to have John Collins. I mean, he's your wing guy, but I mean, you just don't have any players here that I think that can match up to Minnesota's bigs. That's just me. I think there might be a little recency bias because of what Atlanta did on MLK Day. You know, Bucks still won't let me be great. But I'm telling you now, man, I like Minnesota here. I do like Minnesota on this side. I am going to lean heavy on Minnesota. That's probably going to be an official pick for me. Who do you like in this game?
I like Atlanta here, man.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're downplaying the minutes that these guys played last night for Minnesota and traveling. I'm talking 39, 36, 38 minutes for their stars. You know, Pat Bev did look good last night for him as well. This Atlanta team, though, God, man, they can get it rolling sometimes at home. You know, that Milwaukee game was interesting because they had been lost, like, I think 11 straight there at home before they snapped that one. But they look good against Milwaukee, and they handled the bigs of Milwaukee pretty well for not having Capella in there. Minnesota should win this game. My problem is, man, they played a serious game last night.
It was. It really was.
They battled. You could see like they were leaving it on the floor there. This wasn't one of those games where they cruised last night, hopped on a plane, and they're running it back here tonight, man. These guys, I mean, they went to war last night, traveled, Atlanta at home. I think it's a trap spot here, man. But, I mean, Minnesota would be the side. I'm not touching this game. We'll see how they kind of respond. I do want to kind of see a midday injury report, too.
Yeah.
See if they end up sitting some of these guys. So, Minnesota's the better team here. The last night's game scares me a little bit. They left it on the floor there. They had a battle. So
they did. They won, but I think you had some tough play out of NY. I mean, you have to remember
game too.
Yeah,
Randall and Cat were banging down low.
Yeah,
it was just one of those games. They battled. So
yeah, I mean, Randall was talking some heavy shit to McDaniels, bro. Like they was choppy. They was choppy yesterday, right? Ant-Man, I just think Ant-Man, still being as young as he is, can come out here and explode. Don't forget, man, Atlanta still sucked before that Milwaukee game.
Minnesota's the better team here. If it wasn't for that back-to-back in that game last night, I'd be on Minnesota. But
yeah,
that's a different beast coming off those kind of minutes.
Yeah, I gotta lean. I think Minnesota can still get it done and win by margin easily. So yeah, that's why I'm liking lean on Minnesota here. Next game we have, man, Cleveland at Chicago. With all the lines moving, this hasn't moved, bro. Right? Cleveland -3. Chicago's the home dog. Total on this game is 215 now, so it's gone down from 217. I'm telling you, man, you know where we go with this game. You know where we go with this game now. Two teams going in opposite directions, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cleveland right now is on a 5-game tear. So do you get in front of that train or do you ride it? Right? Or do you go with Chicago? I'm thinking right now, I'm getting on the train. I'm still riding this Cleveland train. No Lonzo, he's out. No Zach LaVine, he's out. Patrick Williams is out. Airplane mode been out. He doesn't really matter. Alex Caruso is probable. That's defense there. Right? But I'm telling you right now, man, The look here is going to be Cleveland first half, Cleveland full game. This could be wire to wire. I'm looking at a trifecta here.
Mm-hmm.
I am looking at a trifecta here, Corey. Heavy, heavy on Cleveland. I just think, man, these boys got it together. They're playing ball like they should. Bottom line. Laurie Markkinen is coming alive. Evan Mobley. Everybody's giving you double digits, dog. Everybody's giving you double digits. I don't know yet. Rajon Rondo's out. Don't matter. You got Garland in there. You better look at some Garland props, especially on this game. Caruso can give you buckets. He's going to give you defense, but he's not Lonzo Ball. I can get that ball moving around and find open players full court, right? So I do like Cleveland wire to wire. I'm looking at the full game. I missed that full first half against Brooklyn because of how I thought Brooklyn plays strong in the first half with the points that they make. But this could easily be a Cleveland trifecta. I do like Cleveland here. What are you looking at?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm all over the trifecta here. Chicago's not good without these guys, man. And, I mean, let's talk about the guys that are left, the style of ball they want to play. Vucevic's not going anywhere down low. So we're going to see that guy kind of – they're going to run the high pick and roll, DeRozan, Vucevic. Vucevic's going to pop out because he's not rolling to the basket on Allen, Mobley, and these guys. DeRozan's going to run into a wall. I just think the Chicago offense is going to really, really struggle in this game. You got Caruso back. He's going to try and hold Garland. It's not going to happen. Garland leads the league right now in drives to the basket. Chicago doesn't have the rim protectors they used to have. I think Cleveland, I mean, they roll here, man. They're a good team. They've got their rotations down right now. And just stylistically, man, they should be able to shut down everything Chicago wants to do offensively.
Yeah.
What's the news on Rondo? He's out again.
Yeah, he's out.
Yeah, so the Garland assist prop should be live again here. Every time Rondo doesn't play, that guy just eats up, potential assists. So
yeah,
I mean, this is a cap side, man. The line's short because of Chicago's record, but I mean, we all know no Levine, no Lonzo here, man. They're in trouble. This isn't the game you want to be shorthanded.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I couldn't agree 1,000% more with that. But yeah, with no Levine and Ball, man, you're seeing a little bit of exposure. You're seeing it, Corey. So I do like the wire to wire look. That's going to be a strong lean for me as well. I like that music, man. I like that. Hey, I was watching TV today, bro, while I was looking at some of these games, and I remind me to never try and dance on camera, dog. I was watching Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max, bro, and they was talking some football. And Keyshawn was trying to dance, man. I was like, yo, you look like such an old man right now. Don't do none of that. So, yeah, that's the all dance I'm going to give you while we on this damn show because I don't want to look like that. Next game, man, Memphis Grizzlies at Milwaukee Bucks. Man, this game right now, Bucks minus 6.5. Total on this game is 228. I'm sitting right now at 227.5, and the line is going to 6. It's crazy, man. You don't have Desmond Bane, you don't have Kyle Anderson, right? Dylan Brooks is out as well. Those two actually went health and safety protocols. Now, we know how Milwaukee plays at home versus how they play away. Milwaukee just came off of an embarrassing loss to a terrible home team. I still like Memphis here, bro. I like Memphis here. I think this line is wrong. I like Memphis. You know how they do things first half as well. And I do like them full game. Now, people are going to be like, pause, man, for a minute. Remember when people were trying to say this team is better without Ja? Right? I'm telling you, man, this team is not going to be any worse without Desmond. I don't think so. So I'm not afraid of the number. I think Milwaukee can have back-to-back losses here, to be honest with you. Memphis does well in the first half. I think they can cover. If they lose, I feel that they can at least cover the 6. This number is going down, man. This was at a 7. I had seen 7s in some cases. And this number keeps going down. So you see some side being pumped to Memphis. I'm going to tell you another team or another look that I like here, because you have the Matrix off the court now, because you have Dylan Brooks off the court. I think this game goes over. I believe it does. So at 227 and a half, 227, man, I do believe this game can get to 230. I do. As far as injuries on this game, it looks like right now you still have Drew questionable. That could be a difference maker right there, right? But man, I'm telling you right now, man, I do like Memphis here. That's the side I'm leaning on, first half and full game. Who do you like here?
First off, the Drew news is huge, man. Milwaukee's 3-10 with that guy off the floor. The problem for me here is, one, we got a couple things to consider. One, Memphis is going to get tested again this morning. The breakout could be bigger than Bane and Kyle Anderson. Number two is Milwaukee's not the team you drive in and score on. That's not how you beat Milwaukee, man. They're long inside with Giannis. Morant hasn't been shooting the 3 well. You lose Bane, who's just been a killer lately for them. I mean, Bane does it all, man. Defensively, the guy shoots their 3s. He's been hot. I think I'm all over Milwaukee here, man. This is not a good matchup for Memphis right now. You lost your shooters. You lost some of your depth. You're going to run a short rotation here against Milwaukee. Yeah, man, they lost defense. They lost a lot there with Bane and Anderson. At home, I think Milwaukee's got to bounce back after that embarrassing loss on MLK Day. Yeah, just stylistically, man, I don't think this is a good look for Memphis here. They're going to try and drive in, play inside. Even when they hit their 3s, man, they're an inside-out team. They like to drive, get those teams to drop in, man. They kick out, and they'll light you up that way. But
yeah,
Milwaukee's doesn't need to rotate their defense because you're going to run into Giannis down there. So, Steven Adams is probably going to be the X factor of this game. If he can control the offensive boards like he was doing in their last game,
yeah,
they might be all right here. But yeah, I think this is a Milwaukee spot, man.
Steven Adams is strong, bro.
Oh, so, yeah.
I mean, you're not going to see Giannis just try to step through him. You're going to see more of these Euro steps that he does to get to the basket, right? No one's going to just try to run into Steven Adams. That's not happening. So you're going to see a little more finesse game with Giannis. That's why I do like the game to go over. It's got to be a fast game in order for Memphis to win, right? This can't be a slow game. It's got to be a fast game. And I think Memphis is going to try to play fast.
The issue, though, and he wasn't able to do it against Atlanta, is that Giannis is going to guard Steven Adams, and Adams is no threat of a jump shot. So True. Giannis is going to get to float around the basket all game.
He can't impede the boards.
Huh?
He can't impede Giannis on the boards, though.
No, he can't. I'm talking about defensively. There's nobody that's going to pull Giannis away from the basket defensively. He's going to hover. He's going to shut down your driving lanes. That's when he's dangerous, is when he gets to guard these stagnant guys on the other side.
Yeah.
Collins stretched him out, made him go out to the corner 3.
True.
And the lanes opened up for Atlanta in that game. But you don't have that in Memphis, unless they want to go small, which might be their best play, is run Triple J at the center. But when Adams is the game, I think Memphis is going to have a hard time scoring, man, because that's what Giannis likes. He likes to float around on the basket, go block to block, and then he can contest all those layups. So
yeah,
we'll see. But I'm leaning Milwaukee right now.
I got you, man. I got you. Milwaukee can easily win, but I mean, just the tear that Memphis has been on also, I think they've won 12 of their last 13. So something's working there. So we'll see, man. This should be a great game. Yeah, that's all right, man. That's all right. Next game, we have Toronto at Dallas. Right now, Toronto is +4. This was 4.5. Total this game is 207. Not much movement on the total. I'm tell you right now, man, if you already know what's going on with the assists and who I'm talking about, this is a perfect game to take it. Perfect game to take. I like these slow games where you can get these teams get set up in their actions. That way you get the play ran and get the ball in the basket. Not really having to run up and down the court, right? Throw a quick kick out and hope that Van Vliet don't shoot 3 for 16. I like Toronto here. I mean, right now, as far as their injury report, let's look at theirs. Same guys out, right? Same guys out. Gary Trent is questionable. Dallas Mavericks has Maxey, who's questionable, and Reggie Bullock. Jalen Brunson's a dog for Dallas, man. I like that dude. He's a bowling ball. That's a strong brother, man. He'll just pound you. He do not care at all. I like Toronto here, and this is where I like them. I think they can get up and beat Dallas, but I'm afraid to get on them because of the embarrassing loss that Dallas had. They lost to they lost to New York, but then they went on a run, right? They went on a run. But those were easy teams. Memphis was the game that I thought that really Memphis should have won. But Dallas showed up, kept them under the century mark there. But then you played Orlando and OKC, two easy teams, if you ask me. Two of the bottom feeder teams. Toronto, man, is playing some good ball. Playing some good ball. Now, that game that they just played against Miami that they lost, that was another good game going back and forth. If you watch that game, man, Miami got off to a quick start, and Toronto had to grind, kept it close, kept it real close. But in the end, Miami did get it done. I do like Toronto here, but I'm telling you right now, I'm jumping on the Pascal Siakam assists train. I am. Now, I looked at it today, this morning. It was at 6, but I think what happens is once the books start adjusting and getting all the lines in, this would probably be at 5.5, right? So I'm thinking you'll probably get another 5.5, 4.5 on Pascal Siakam assists. If you have a slow team like Dallas, man, I do believe, honestly, this helps Siakam see the court, get some people open. The Siakam and Scotty Barnes connection is a real thing. I do like that. So I am looking at the assists, and I do like Toronto here. Who do you like?
Yeah, I'm going to stay away from this game. I think we just got a good game on our hands. Dallas, they have had a couple easy games, man, but they're playing good defense. They had the one hiccup there with the Knicks, but you got to look before that game because they were on a little tear.
They were.
They had Chicago, Golden State, Denver, 3 good teams there that they handled, and handled them all convincingly. That was a Golden State team at full health. They beat by 17. Chicago team at full health. They beat by 14. Toronto is playing good too, though. So, for me, you'd probably want to take the points here. I think we got a good, close game on our hands. But, with this many games on the slate, there's no reason to force a bet for me. So, yeah, I think this is a good game, man. It's going to be low scoring. The 207 kind of represents that. But, yeah, you're going to see a 102-98 kind of game. Dallas is, like you said, man, Brunson's a dog. They hustle, man.
They do.
They hustle. They help, they rotate really well defensively. Toronto, same thing, though, man. They play good team ball. Sometimes they can go cold on you, but, outside of that, Toronto's playing good basketball right now.
Yeah.
Normally I would be on them, but I just think we got a close game on our hands here. So I'm going to stay away from this one as far as picking the sides up, but I'm with you. If we can get Siakam at 5 assists, that's the spot to go here.
Yeah, man. I think there could be also a little bit of recency bias because Dallas barely beat OKC, right? That game shouldn't have been as close as what it was, but it was a slow game where OKC can get into their sets and run some actions as well. This is going to be better play by Toronto. So, yeah, I do like those assists, and I do like the Toronto side. But we'll see, man. Good game, like you said. All right, next game we have OKC, man, at San Antonio. This line is right now is OKC minus 6.5. Total on this is now is 220.5. 220.5. If you know how San Antonio, man, you know what they do in the first quarter. You know what they do in the first quarter. Unbelievable in the first quarter ATS. Unbelievable in the first quarter ATS. Looking at you still got Zach and Trey. And that's pretty much who's out. I believe last game Pirtle didn't play, right? But you got the same people that's out on Oklahoma City side too. Oklahoma City is a gritty team. You got SGA, you got Lou Dort. Those guys are just dogs, absolute dogs, man. But I don't think they got enough here, to be honest with you. I don't think they have enough. Darius Baisley started. I've been a Darius Baisley fan. Not sure how he's regressed. Maybe they're just making room for these younger guys. Josh Giddey's he's a real deal. He's a real deal. But I do believe San Antonio can come in here and get it done. They both had time off. They don't play again until the 21st, both of them. Remember what I've said. You give Pop a little bit of time to game plan, right? They just came off, San Antonio came off a terrible loss to Phoenix, 121-107. They beat the Clippers the game before, right? I do believe that this is a spot where San Antonio can get OKC and get them good. I really do believe that. But for right now, I'm just leaning on San Antonio's first quarter because of how well they do in the spread. Could be a square play, man, but just look at their record. San Antonio against the spread first quarter is unbelievable. Unbelievable. And I'm just making sure, OKC 24, yeah. San Antonio's averaging almost 29 points a game in the first quarter. OKC is at 24 points. 24 points. So it seems like the look here would just go back to the well with San Antonio first quarter. I like it, man. I like it. Huge lean for me there. Who do you like in this game?
Yeah, I mean, I think you could get on the San Antonio first quarter. As far as the game goes, though, OKC covers spreads, man.
That's true. That's very true.
Cover the spread against Dallas, who's exponentially better than the San Antonio team.
Yeah. Exponentially, yeah. That's saying a lot.
Better. I mean, this is for all the good games we have today. This is not one of them.
Yeah.
San Antonio's not good. To be given 6.5 because they're playing OKC is crazy to me.
Really? Now, are you saying that, Corey, because of how well, first off, like you said, OKC is covering spreads, but how well they played against Dallas? Do you give that last game more of a dogfight to OKC, or just Dallas didn't show up?
They just got fight, man. Look at the game before that. They lose by 5 to Cleveland. We know Cleveland's good. They beat this Brooklyn team. They lost by 4 to Washington. We're talking about how good Washington is right now. They lost by 4 to Denver. You know, they had the one game where they get blown out by Minnesota. Outside of that, they're in every game we're playing here. San Antonio, on the other hand, this is a team that just lost to Houston not that long ago.
Mm-hmm.
They beat a Clippers team, which isn't saying much at this point.
True.
You know, they got smacked by the Knicks. I'm just not that impressed with San Antonio here. For them to be given 6.5 is kind of crazy. I think they get it done in the first quarter.
Yeah.
They might hold on for the first half. But I think this plays out to be a close game. I think OKC, I mean, we're talking 2-4 points maybe here. OKC probably will lose. They don't close well.
That's what it is. That's what scares me, Corey, is that fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean, San Antonio could win this game. I'm not giving 6 though. So yeah, I think you're on though. I think San Antonio first quarter, they're going to get it done early.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to see just a dogfight down the stretch here with two bad teams.
Very true. Very well said, man. Very well. I mean, I was just looking. These boys do not cover spreads, bro.
Hey, they stick close to you, man. They got weapons too. On paper, man. SGA, Giddey. These guys are real, man. I don't know why they can't win a game, but you know, when you're constantly getting 6, 10, 12 points, I mean, you don't have to win. You just got to cover. Like, So I think that's what happens here. I think they cover, but I think San Antonio does get it done early.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's why I had to take them early. I mean, that's the look. I'm going to get there with the first quarter. I don't even see a line just yet for it. But just so you know, right now, man, first quarter ATS, Spurs is 28-16. 13-8 at home, bro. 13-8 at home. Now, a lot of times, Spurs are dogs at that, right? So they're playing better teams and they're covering these spreads. And it's not like they have Orlando spreads or Detroit spreads, right? It's not like they got like 13 or something like that, where they got to cover like maybe 6 or 5 points in the first quarter. I mean, these spreads are kind of just right here, but Spurs being on the opposite side. So, yeah, first quarter is the look here. I'm going to look heavy at that number once it comes out. I'll see if it's out. But San Antonio first quarter, then I'm off the game. I'm off, bro. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Because OKC should probably win this game. Or not win this game, but like you said, cover the spread. So we'll see, man. We'll see. A tale of two teams that are terrible, but not so much for San Antonio in the first quarter. Next game we have, man. Houston Rockets at Utah Jazz. Elevation, right? Spread right now is 12.5. This was like at 11.5 in some spots. 12.5 total on this is 232 right now. So that total's right. If I'm right, man, which is kind of crazy. This line is going up. But Donovan Mitchell's in concussion protocol.
Yeah, he is out.
Yeah, he's in concussion protocol. I guess, books like, we don't give a shit. This is how terrible. This is just how terrible goddamn Houston Rockets is. I'm telling you right now, man, I don't want any action in this game. I don't. Utah just lost to LA and they didn't go over. That was an under game. Houston doesn't play any defense and Utah's just going to bang out threes. So I don't know if this is going to be an over game. I mean, 232 is one of the higher spreads. If I'm right, could be the highest spread in the whole. Let's see, 222, 213, 224. Yeah, this is the highest spread, man. Besides the Minnesota game that keeps going up. Highest spread, man. I'm telling you right now, I don't want any action in this game. I don't care who's in, who's out. It's just one of those games where I just want to leave alone and just let Jazz do Jazz things. Jazz to just come in here and smack the shit out of Houston. I don't care. There's nothing I want to be a part of in this game at all. You could probably look at some props. Houston is still a terrible team. They did have a stretch where they won some games. They're still a terrible team. They both have this game, and then they're off for a day, and then they play on the 21st. So they both have had equal rest. Actually, Houston having the longer rest. Jazz played 2 nights ago. I don't care, man. I don't care. This line is going the right way, if you ask me. It's going the right way. We'll see. We'll see. I don't want to play this game. Who do you have?
Yeah, Utah should win this game, man. Stylistically, they're going to put up a bunch of points, but I'm not giving that many points without Mitchell in there. Houston, I mean, we don't even know what to think about them against good teams because they've been playing shitty teams here for a while now, man. We had to watch them play the Spurs back-to-back at Sacramento. Last time they played a good team, they lost by 20 to Philly, 24 to Dallas, 18 to Minnesota, who's not good. Yeah, I mean, Utah should cover this all day, but no Mitchell. I don't love it as far as a bet goes. This could definitely play over, though, because losing Mitchell doesn't really affect your scoring there on the Utah side of things. Conley and Clarkson should shoot it up just as well. Yeah, I mean, this game sucks, man.
Yeah.
It's not good. I'm not giving 12 here, but it wouldn't shock me if Utah won this thing by 30. So,
yeah, I'm with you, man. I don't give a shit about this game at all. At all. I don't care.
We're gonna turn this one off.
Yeah, hard pass. Next game we have, man, Detroit Pistons at the Sacramento Kings. Line's at 6.5 for the Kings, man. Minus 6.5 Sacramento Kings. Total on this game is at 222.5, so it moved up a hook. I don't care about this damn game either.
Nope.
I do not care about this damn game at all. Detroit just played last night. Got their ass handed to them. Golden State was like, here, I'm going to take your lunch, breakfast, and dinner, and then you can go to Sacramento and lose really bad at the first half. Remember, Sacramento has a pretty good first half record also. Let's see if that's changed a little bit. Yeah, first half. Sacramento, yeah, they're still kind of upper middle of the pack. 14-12 at home, 24-21 for the season. Last 10 may not be not so much. 4-6 in our last 10, so that's telling you right there. Yeah, I don't care about this damn game. I don't give two shits about this game at all, man. I don't really bet a lot of Kings games, and I damn sure don't bet no Detroit games.
No.
Yeah, so I'm cool on this game, man. Nothing really important here about this game. Looking at who's out for this game, does it fucking matter? Does it matter? I mean, Tristan Thompson's questionable. Bagley's questionable. Halliburton, who was just giving you some assists, he's out, right? You still have the same people out for Detroit. Olenek, Jackson, Livers, and Grant. Trade news going on about Jeremy Grant. Trade news going on about Tobias Harris, Ben Simmons. I mean, it's crazy. Like these different teams is trying to get some shit started. Man, I tell you, man, I don't care about this game. I do not care. No totals, no sides, no props, no shit. I don't care. Who you like?
Not a damn thing. Look, Sacramento, no Halliburton. Shouldn't matter here. Detroit, I will say, though, the back-to-back doesn't affect you when nobody plays into the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Nobody played big minutes last night for the Pistons, so maybe they got some rest, some fresh legs here, but both these teams suck, man. We just saw Sacramento. They've just been playing teams that suck, it seems like, every night.
Yeah.
They split with Houston at home. They beat the Lakers. Somehow they only lose by 1 to Cleveland. Portland blasts them. They just been playing just terrible teams. I got no action here, man. I'm not betting on either of these teams. It's the Sacramento side, but I got a hard time betting on those guys.
Yeah, man. I don't give two shits about this game. Enough said. Next game we got, man. Clippers at Denver. This line was 6.5, bro. I'm telling you, well, no, it wasn't that low. But the line right now, Denver -8. Total on this game is 213. These guys just played, man.
Mm-hmm.
They just played, and Clippers got them. So I don't know if you're talking about a revenge spot for this game or not. Not sure, bro. Not really sure. But I don't know what's going on with Denver. I really don't know. They shouldn't have lost to the Clippers, right? But you lose to Utah. I get it. But you let them score $125 on you, man. You have two games that you win. Of course, you beat the Lakers and Portland. You lose the Clippers. You beat Sac and OKC, and you lose to Utah again. I mean, this team has been really hard to kind of gauge. And I haven't been playing a lot of Denver games also. I have not. I have not at all. I just don't know how to gauge them. You're going to have the other Morris playing, right? He's playing for Clippers. You got Batum, Zubac, and Jackson. Coffee might play, or he's going to be a starter, not might play. Aaron Gordon. What's going on, bro? I mean, I don't know. I mean, he quietly gave you 20 points in his last game, but I just he used to be a highlight reel type of guy, bro. He's just not that anymore.
Aaron Gordon sucks.
Yeah, I mean, you could say that.
He sucks.
You could say that. It's crazy when you're wondering if Will Barton's going to play. Right? That's crazy if you're wondering if he's going to play to see, honestly, how you bet a Denver game. don't really know. So it seems like Denver should come in here and get it done. It seems like Denver should get it done, but 8 points, bro.
No.
I don't got it. I don't have it. I don't have the will in me to take Denver and have them lay 8 points, man, against any team right now. I wouldn't even take Denver to lay 8 points against OKC. I'm telling you, bro.
Spreads, though. If Denver was giving 8 to Orlando, though, I'd be all over it.
Yeah, well, that could be the case, but yeah, I'm telling you, bro. I'm off this game also. No action I want in this game. Who do you like?
I mean, we just saw this game. It sucked. It was 87-85. I'm not giving the 8, man. You know what I might give a look to, though, is Denver did crush them in the first half. I think it was 41-23, 41-28, something like that.
Yeah.
It was also one of those fluky games, man. 87-85. Nobody could hit a shot. You got to figure somebody's going to put up some points here. The under might be a play, though. They just both play slow, grinded out basketball. Denver's got to make a trade, man. You got to give, I know they haven't had Jamal Murray all year, but you got to give Jamal Murray and Jokic some weapons, man. They've proven that they can make a playoff run every year for you with those two guys, and they just continuously just don't bring in anybody. The big splash was Aaron Gordon. He's not good. You got Will Barton. Monte Morris, Campazzo. Give these guys some role players here. Spend some money. But yeah, as far as tonight goes, I'm not giving 8 with Denver. I'm not betting on the Clippers either. So, the second half of the slate here tonight is not as strong as the first half.
Right. Well, you know how that goes. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Last game of the night, man. Last game of the night. Pacers at the Lakers. This line right now, man. This has jumped up, bro. This line was at 3.5. I was looking at this game last night because of all of the news coming out of LA right now, which they are in complete disarray. Right? Fire Vogel, play DeAndre Jordan more, keep Pelinka. I don't know, man. I do not know. I have no idea what's going on. It's just as far as how this game works. Spread -5 now. Total on this game is sitting at 224. So it's gone down a little bit. I'll tell you now, man, this Lakers are nothing for me here at this point. You beat Utah. If you're going to take them, now this is a crazy thing also because the Lakers do really, really shitty in the third quarter, right? So if the Lakers are losing first half because of how well Pacers play first half as far as what they score, this could get out of hand for the Lakers. It really could. It really could, man. But in the long run, I do believe if you want to shut out all this noise and distraction, we know how terrible Indiana is in the second half. The Lakers got to come out here and smash the shit out of the Pacers, right? So I'm just kind of giving you a little narrative here. Lakers won't play well in the third quarter. That's how they've lost a lot of games. Pacers play good first half, and then you got to have a strong fourth quarter because Indiana doesn't play good second half. So they could possibly try to come up a little bit in the third quarter. I don't think that's the narrative here, to be honest with you. I just think from wire to wire, Lakers get this shit done. They got to cut out a lot of this distraction that's going on with the front office. And the way you do that is just win and smash these teams. They are at 500. You don't want to go under 500. This line went from 3.5 to 5. It's telling you a lot of steam is on LA. I like LA here, man. I do. I might get to LA. I don't think that number they could probably win by double digits. They probably could. As bad as Utah shot against LA, this is the kind of shooting you're going to get from Indy, right? Miles Turner's gone. He's out for a couple of weeks. So you got Malcolm Brogdon, who's questionable, Jeremy Lamb, who's questionable, Carmelo Anthony is questionable, Kendrick Nunn is not coming back for a couple extra weeks, and then you still got Davis, who's out. I don't know what their lineup is looking like because all this news coming out of LA, but I got a strong lean that LA just goes in here and smacks the shit out of Indy because Indy's not a second half team. Who do you like here?
Again, man, the second half of the slate is not as good as the first half.
Yeah.
Indy's won 9 in their last 10. Lakers, I got a hard time betting on them because they just don't show up some nights. Some nights they look fine. They should win this game, man. No Miles Turner. We know that guy's getting traded here if he can get healthy enough.
Yeah.
Brogdon, I can't imagine plays tonight. LeVert assist is probably a good look here if Brogdon doesn't go again. But, yeah, I mean, the Lakers should win this game, but then they just don't show up some nights. So I got a hard time betting on it. I'm going to stay away from this one, but, maybe some props here. This is going to be probably a pretty high-scoring game.
Mm-hmm.
So I think LeVert props. I think you can probably get some I don't even know. Maybe some LeBron assist props. He's actually been covering those. Yeah, for me, though, for the most part, I'm staying away from this one.
All right, man. Yeah, I like it. I like it, man. I like that the Lakers can feed off that energy that, with that Utah win. But if it's going to be a high scoring game, then you're just saying Lakers ain't playing defense again, or Pacers are just going to really try to get up here. Lean Lakers, but yeah, nothing official with that game. It's probably a game I still watch because, I love the Lakers. We'll see if we can feed off that Utah energy. All right, man, let's get into our leans for today.
Hey, yo, I woke up, I'm not dead. Smoked up, got out of bed. Gotta see the green, otherwise I see a lot of red. Watching what I say around some of y'all.
Couple leans for me here, man. What I'm liking right now. Leaning San Antonio first quarter. Gonna see what that number is at. Leaning San Antonio first quarter. I don't have a number. If it's 6.5 as a full game, then that's probably going to be a 2 or 1.5. Maybe a 2.
I got it all the way up to 7 now for the game.
Yeah, so something's happening because that line was scratched out. So that'll probably be a 2, 2.5. I like San Antonio first quarter. Leaning, and I think I'm going to turn this into an official pick. So I'll wait to do that one. I'm leaning Toronto -4, but you have talked me off a little bit on that game. So that's a regular lean for me. I'm leaning Memphis -6. Memphis -6 here. I'm leaning Cleveland -3. And I'm leaning Minnesota +2. These lines might have changed while we were talking. Lots of leans for me here, man. Lots of leans. What are your leans?
Yeah, right now I got a lean on Miami -10. I mean, it's still a lean on that San Antonio first quarter because I haven't seen the line, but I'm probably going to get there. That's about it for leans. Also probably a lean on Milwaukee here at -6.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it right now for leans.
Yeah, not too many, man. But I mean, there's probably some good looks that you'll see when these injury reports kind of settle down a little bit and see what's going on. So yeah,
it's one of those days you want to wait for these. There's some big news going around today.
Yeah,
you're gonna want to wait on.
Absolutely. Official picks, man. Let's get into it.
Hey, yo, I woke up, I'm not dead. Smoked up, got out of bed. Gotta see the green, otherwise I see a lot of red. Watching what I say around some of y'all.
So I have stepped on already. This is what I've made a play on. My official picks that I've made so far: Miami -10. Miami -10. I have made that official. You can put that on the spreadsheet. I've also made official Memphis and Milwaukee over 228. Over 228. You can put that on the spreadsheet. I've already played that. And Charlotte +3.5. Charlotte +3.5. Those are my official picks. Memphis -10 or Miami -10. Memphis and Milwaukee over 228 and Charlotte +3.5. I've gotten to the window on those plays already. I'm probably, and right now, I'm going to do it right now, actually. Right now, because I'm looking at it and it did freshen up here. It's scary because I believe it's plus money. Yeah, it's plus money. Pascal Siakam over 5.5 assists at plus 102. I am stepping on that right now on the show. Pascal Siakam, I'm stepping on that. Over 5.5 assists at plus money. I'm taking it. I'm taking it. Those are the official picks. 4 plays for you. Miami, Memphis, Charlotte, and Pascal Siakam over 5. I'm probably going to get there with San Antonio first quarter. I'm probably going to get there with Cleveland. And I'm probably going to get there with Cleveland wire to wire. What about your official plays?
Yeah, right now the Cleveland trifecta is going to be official for me. I don't care what the line is on the first quarter, first half. We're locking that in. So Cleveland trifecta here as far as official picks go. And then I'm with you. I'm probably going to hop on that Siakam over 5.5 should be fine for his assists here today.
What line are you getting for Cleveland first quarter, first half?
I don't even have it yet.
Okay. You're just going to lock that. Just whatever it is. That's I don't give a fucking shit what the spread is.
I don't care what it is.
Gotcha.
I mean, given what the game is, I mean, we got to be looking at -1, -2. You know what I mean? It's got to be something reasonable. I think they smack them start to finish. So, yeah, I'm not too worried about the lines.
Yeah.
That Cleveland game.
That -3, I'm not going to lie, kind of scares me. But, yeah, these teams are going in different directions, bro. Different directions. Yeah. So James has Hornets plus points. My only action today, man. Yeah, I tell you right now, I like Charlotte, bro. I like Charlotte. I really do. So that's a good look right there, James. If you're on the Hornets, man, best of luck on that game. I think they do get it done. I think they win this game. I really do. So I wouldn't mind doing a little sprinkle on the money line also. Small little sprinkle on that game. All right, man. That is the show, man. Huge slate, bro. Huge slate. Sheesh. But we got it done, man. We got it done. 13 games. Should be some good games in the association tonight, especially like you said early on. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, man. Follow us on Twitter. We do talk a lot of shit on Twitter, especially me. But until next time, bro, we will look at these games on tomorrow. Best of luck tonight if you're playing. And as always, be easy, man. Huge slate, bro.